Okay guys, I'm going to give you some key support and resistance levels to pay attention to for Bitcoin if you're swing trading. I'm going to show you if Bitcoin, if the price does push up, the highest I think this will go before it comes crashing down. Listen, I know I've been calling for a crash. I believe we're entering a bear market. And listen, there's a reason why overly bullish YouTubers have so many subscribers. There's a lot of people that have lost a lot of money. They do not want to hear that they missed selling the top or that we're going to come crashing down another 50%. They're holding on to this hopium. They're going to put a new all-time high, and I get it. And the exchanges and the wells and the market makers, they know this. So if they decide to pump it, it's going to create FOMO. People are going to think we have another Santa rally. It's going to put a new all-time high. They're going to get all this money back they lost. I just don't see it happening, and that's why I want you to be aware if we do push up where I think this will top out. So this was the last video I put up. I'll put a link to it now if you want to check it out. Now I try to help you guys know when to get in and when to get out. I told you it was likely we would get at the point to put in a short was 47,978, and I told you the point to buy in was right here at 45,600, and you can see we pushed up from that point. I mean, we hit this literally to the tick and pushed up. We pushed up a total of right here. This is almost 8.27%. So I told you when to get in, and I even told you guys where to get out on Twitter. This was 2 hours ago. I said if you're already in your long from 45,600 the previous video, I would stay in. However, if you're looking for a quick short scalp trade, this would be a likely point. We've got strong resistance, this white line and this yellow line. The way I create these charts, I already have your support and resistance levels already mapped out. But I was saying that was a great point to put in a short. And this was also 2 hours ago. So we hit it to the tick. We got rejected. And you can see, and guys, I say always refer to both the H1 and the C1 charts. If you see matching resistance levels, all the more reason to expect a possible, to hold a strong resistance. 49,369, you see we dropped. And we also, to the tick on the H1 chart, guys. That's how accurate these charts are. We dropped from both points. And you can see we came down. We started dropping from this point. So that's a perfect short entry. That's what I do. I give you points to get in and points to get out. So I'll come back and I'll give you some support and resistance levels to pay attention to on both the C1 and H1 chart. I would like to point out also the G1 chart here. This is where we caught the top. If you watch previous videos, the 67,000. This has been a lot of support and resistance. Notice we found resistance on this line as well. Right here, 49,365. The three charts in confluence showing that was a point to get rejected. So if we do push up, guys, and I'm going to cover that just a bit, and I'm going to give you some smaller targets. But one thing I want to point out, and this is a fact, all right? Every time we enter a bear market, at least the previous two bear markets, we've dropped at least 80%. You can see right back here, 2013, 2015, it took around, what, 396 days. We dropped over 86%, okay? And this was 2018. You can see we dropped 81%, almost 82%, and it took 304 days. Currently, if we're entering a bear market, if the same thing plays out, we could drop at least 80%. Now I have this line here, and it could be a little less, it could be a little more, but I do think we are due to come down. If we're in a bear market, we could drop 80% from all-time high. And I would like to point out, cover this chart before, notice right down here, notice that, you know, the RSI comes down, it flatlines, and then we have a drop, right? Same thing happened in 2018. The RSI came down, flatline, we had a drop. And you can see right here, the same thing's playing out. We came down, flatline. And if you'll notice, the only thing that's different with this current cycle, back in 2013, 2015, and it was a slow, gradual decline, and then we had a small drop. In 2018, right, we just gradually started coming down, and we had a small drop. Well, the thing that's different about this one is we've been going sideways. So if we're going to have an 80% correction, we could have one hell of a drop. The same thing is playing out, guys. Flat line, and look how overextended the moving averages are on the MACD. By the way, this is on the monthly. And you can see, look, the right here, the bars started coming down into the red. The bars started to come down potentially into the red. So it is very possible, guys. I'm just saying, if you look at previous cycles, if we're in a bear market, we can drop 80%. Do not think it's impossible. It happened the previous two times we were in a bear market. And don't forget, guys, all the stuff that's going on right now. You've got this 1.7 trillion stimulus package that failed to pass the Senate. The Fed started tapering off the free money faster than expected, mentioned about he's possibly raising interest rates, and left it open that they could taper the money off faster and raise interest rates sooner if need be. You've got COVID cases on the rise. You've got inflation at all-time highs. We still have supply chain issues. We have China, which is the second largest economy in the world. They're suffering from a real estate bubble that just popped. Investors in the U.S. are pulling out of China left and right. And then you have an overvalued, over-leveraged stock market. So all of this stuff tells me that, yes, we're entering a bear market. I've covered this. I'm not going to do it again, guys, but I've showed you the inverse correlation between the DXY and Bitcoin. When the dollar is coming down, Bitcoin's pushing up. When the dollar pushes up, Bitcoin comes down. And you can see currently the dollar has already pushed up a total of, over 8%. So if the dollar continues up, Bitcoin's going to continue to come down. So how high can this push up? So look, I have a lot of confluence, all right? A lot of charts showing me, look, this is the first point to get rejected. This was our previous head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, we broke down, all right? So if we come up, this is your first resistance to watch, around 51,000. If we get to that point, you want to take your profit, fine. But the ultimate top, if Wells decide to push this up to get people to FOMO, it looks like 53,000 to 54,000 would be the ultimate top. I have a lot of charts in Confluence. I think 53,000 is more likely, but I just want you to know if we push up, those are the points to watch. You can see this trend line has been a lot of resistance. So if we push up, this is one target to watch. If it's right here, it's 54,000. If it's out here, it's 50,500-ish. So that's one point to watch. This chart, this is my CME futures chart. Every once in a while, I'll show this chart. This is actually a fib circle we've been respecting. Notice we got topped out here. This was resistance. It was support. Support came back up as resistance. Right here, it was resistance, support, support, resistance. This ring was resistance, came back down as support. We're back below it. And if we push up, where is that target? Right here at 53,350. So again, another chart showing me possibly if we push up, this would be a top. So I'm telling you guys, if we push up, watch 53,000 to get rejected. This is another in confluence with that target. This right here is the 21-week moving average right here. This is the 50-week moving average. If we push up, guess where that 21-week moving average is? Right here, around 53,000. So again, if the Wells decide to pump this to get people to FOMO in, I'm telling you, I would take my profit at 53,000 and get the hell out. It's possible. You can see the Dow's pushing up. Bitcoin does follow the markets. So, the Dow dropped almost 700 points yesterday. So, yeah, the Dow could push up more. Bitcoin could continue pushing up. If it does, guys, I'm just saying, know that we are potentially entering a bear market. There's a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, a lot of black swan events are taking place. So that's why I'm not bullish, but I do give you points to get in and out. So let me just give you your current support resistance levels to pay attention to. So if you notice right back here, this was resistance at 49,500. It was resistance right here at 48,000. It was resistance again at 47,579. And then this is in the previous video. I said, watch, we'll get rejected at 47,126. We did, and then we eventually broke above it and we got a pump. So if this resistance broke and we pushed up, so if we come down, a likely support level is going to be down here at 46,500 down to around 46,000. Those are your points to potentially enter along if we drop. And so if we push up, well, currently our resistance right now is 49,353. Out here it's around 49,380. If we push up above that, your next resistance to watch is around 50,300. And then I have more resistance levels above. Right here is going to be 51,325, and right here is going to be around 52,396 on the H1 chart. So currently your resistance is right here around 49,387. You get above that, well, your next resistance level to watch is going to be right here around 50,800. If you get above that, your resistance is going to be up here around 52,359. So again, a lot of resistance around 52,500 to 53,000. I think that would be the point to take your profit and get the hell out. Your next support level, guys, same thing. This is going to be all of this. This is a lot of support resistance going way back. So if you drop around 47,600 is a likely point to get back in. And if we drop below that, your next support is going to be 45,000. Well, let's just say 46,000. Your next support level below that is going to be right here around 44,972. Let's go on to, so let's see here. So, and again, guys, if we push up 53,000, I think that would be the top. And remember, at any point we break 42,600 around there, I think we have a lot more downside. So if we do push up to this point, guys, not financial advice, but I would take my profit, get the hell out here. And then I expect that's when we start coming down for a lot more downside. But guys, that's pretty much it. If you want to access these charts, website opticalcrypto.com. I do have stocks, and for $49 a month, you get access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and my Twitter. And I do have tutorials teaching my method of charting so you can create these charts for yourself. Guys, that's it to the next video. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.